Hello, 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 folks. Welcome to the Hello World Podcasting with Magdalena. How is everybody doing? Listen, I just wanted to welcome you all and thanks for listening. Thanks for plugging in. And for those who are new, actually, I just wanted to let you know that my podcasting is about personal mastery. Yeah, it's intense. Figure out who the hell we are in this creation, what's really going on, and actually using astrology as a GPS. Okay, folks. Well, as I always like to ask the question, welcome, 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 and how you are handling the energies. Okay, I think today it will be a little, hard even to focus on what I wanted to say here. So I will just start somewhere and let's see in what direction we are gonna go. That's one. And another thing's what I was really looking for to kind of give you an idea. I found out something very interesting last time when I did my podcasting. I don't check too much my podcasting on the YouTube, and I ended up to have a response from somebody who really liked the podcasting, and I realized that actually it went only to the 15 minutes. And so practically after 15 minutes, the YouTube is cutting down my podcast because, I didn't sign with my telephone number and all the shares. So it is, just for the short video. So folks, if you're listening or whoever is listening on the YouTube on my about my podcasting, please, after the 15 minute, if it cuts off, just go to the Spreaker or to the link of my podcasting and continue to listen to the rest of the story. So, okay, let's just take this out the side here and let's see where we are going today, what direction. Gosh, guys, it is so intense. It's even hard to actually look, like I said, to start. So, let's start with this. Today, we have a full moon in Libra. And before we go there, let me just go through the the transition about the planets. So we have actually Sun in Aries, Moon in Libra, as we said, is a full moon. Mercury in Pisces, Venus in Gemini, Mars in Aquarius, Jupiter in Capricorn, Saturn Aquarius, Uranus Taurus, Neptune is in Pisces, Pluto is in Capricorn, Chiron is in Aries, North is in retrograde Cancer, and Lilith is retrograde in Aries. So, what does that all means for us? For those who are actually following me for quite a bit, that I'm kind of trying to use all this, signs and position just metaphorically to just kind of pinpoint how does that look in our lives and what does that mean? And this is why I'm always saying, astrology to me is just a GPS. I'm not doing any prediction, but it's good to know what direction we are going. So today, as we have the full moon in Libra, also we have to kind of add to that actually on March 21st, we started with a new year. This is a natural calendar. It's not a Gregorian calendar, what people are celebrating, in December or December 31st or January 1st, the new year. This is actually, look, like I said, new year for the natural aspect. And we had on March 22nd, we had actually new moon in Aries. Okay. So that, Aries is the beginning sign, is the cardinal sign. And the way we are starting this whole new year, it will kind of give us idea what we are looking to transcend or transform and bring into the fruition. And what was very interesting to me is that, on January 12th, we had this incredible Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter constellation, or this trigger point in the history. I would call that was not happen. The last time it was happening, it was, I think, 514, and then prior to this, 1278 or something. So then don't get me kind of just on the date, but approximately. And if you go back in the history, or actually try to check this through the through Wikipedia, you will come to understand that those were incredible intense times, folks. And this is not different, okay? And on the other side, what we had also on January 12th is that we had a closure of one cycle, and we started another 34 or 36 year cycle, okay? And we can always see in the beginning in what direction we may end up to go. So it was very interesting to me to see that actually, and also what I really wanted you to do right now is go back to the January, February, and almost March before actually Saturn moved into Aquarius. And the reason why I'm actually trying to point this out, I really wanted you to start to pay attention, what's really going on the energy level, on the deeper level, and this is how you will be able to actually help yourself to see what's really going on. Because a lot of things, what is actually shown on the surface, it's not what it is, folks. It's just what it is. Okay. So, as I've been talking about already before that, right now Saturn moved into the Aquarius. Okay. The Aquarius is, number one, about liberation. Do you see that we are actually in liberation? I don't want it to be things ironic here. But we are actually in the lockdown, correct? So, to point this right now differently, having right now a full moon in Libra today, it's actually showing us what is, 2 weeks ago, when we started with the new moon, we put it out, the ideas, what we are looking for, blah, blah, blah. And now it's actually showing us what is standing in our way for our liberation. Okay? So a lot of the time we have to kind of use, what is showing us as a blockage is actually the lesson here. Okay? And so what I'm trying to say with that is this. We've been actually dealing with this for a long, long, long time, folks. And what really going on here is that finally we hit that. We got to the river, and now we have to kind of, how they say, cross the river. But because a lot of people are, and this is, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to kind of blame here. I'm just trying to bring the awareness that people are just really not paying attention, and people are not trying to take it seriously, the situation, what's really going on. They are thinking, oh, okay, we are gonna go back to the normal, this is just a couple of weeks and blah blah blah. Folks, no, it's not gonna go that way. The reason why it's so frustrating, and you can see it, so many people are right now, voicing themselves. Remember, we've been talking about Uranus and Taurus. People are voicing themselves. Aquarius, also people. So people are, upset. That's what's really going on. But because we have so many point of views, also we have so much disinformation, and also we are seeing that the MSM is not actually helping to the people. They are just kind of pushing still this opposite narrative. And that to me, it's actually this Aries energy. And the Aries opposing right now, the Libra, is showing us actually the abuse in relationships. And if we go right now also to see things where Mercury is right now actually in the Pisces. So that is to me a sign that Mercury is actually trying to give us information, because this is right now, folks, alchemical issue here. This is not, look, like I say, this is not a prediction, but how you can understand these signs and the qualities and what they're representing. Mercury being right now in the Pisces, Mercury is actually showing us how this kind of stuff worked in the past. Okay, and Venus being in Gemini, we are getting right now the both sides of the story. And what is hugely important right now, Mars being in Aquarius, so practically sometimes we may just have to take our emotions back, not to go into the emotional, not use our emotions to solve the problem, because right now we have to kind of first understand what is actually going on, then later on we can go into the emotional aspect. Okay, but do you see how actually these planets are actually showing us what's really going on? So as I said, Mars being right now in the Aquarius, kind of cool down, is showing us the cool down and see this from a whole different aspect. Okay, we've been talking for how long, people? Really work on yourself, work on you unresolved issue, because what is really right now showing, let's just go further on this line. What is really showing us actually things, Lilith being in the Aries retrograde. And I am saying this for a long time. People can agree or disagree with me. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, it just really doesn't matter, because the point is Lilith is showing us the deepest aspect of ourselves that is actually important to us. We did not want to rescue or save it or bring it to the surface or give it a voice or help to heal. So this is, folks, right now showing up in the masses. And most of the time what I'm saying is that people who do not want to deal with this stuff, or just they say, okay, just throw it out, just let it go, Well, guess what? It's magnetic. It will get attached to somebody who is still dealing with this. I was even actually thinking about this. It's like, everybody's saying, yes, love, everything is love. Guys, I get it. But you cannot just go into the love and ignore the rest of it. If we are looking right now here holistically, then you have to actually involve the pain, but also you love. Because in the wholeness, you have everything included. Everything is part of us. So you are not just love. You are also a wounded person. You are frustrated. You can be aggressive. You can be so many things. I mean, our society is constantly teaching us you cannot be aggressive. And look at what's really going on even right now here in the situation. Folks, we are dealing with the Aries energy. Aries is pioneer, but also dealing with the anger. Can be very, very angry, and it's ruled by the Mars. We are actually fortunate that the Mars is right now in the Aquarius, so it's kind of a little distance emotionally. But I'm